Chosen one. Have you ever felt the intense energy of others suddenly turning towards you, almost as if they can't look away from your journey? It's as if your light is so bright that it's drawing all eyes, and now they're obsessed with who you are and how you've managed to rise above it all. The same people who once doubted you, overlooked you, or even tried to bring you down, now they're glued to your every move. They can't seem to get enough. Why? Because they see what you've achieved and are fascinated by your transformation. But what they don't realize is that they're only catching a glimpse of the tip of the iceberg. They're unaware of the deeper forces at play, your growth, your rise, your power. Everything about it speaks to a divine purpose that they could never comprehend. This obsession they now have with your journey is no accident. It's part of the grand design that will lead you to even greater heights. But this moment, this realization, is critical for your spiritual evolution. Understanding it will unlock deeper clarity about your role and the path ahead. Chosen one. If you have been guided to this channel, it's not by accident. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become a part of the official Kingdom Calls family, so you never miss the divine wisdom meant to uplift and guide you on your sacred path. And type 1111 in the comments to let the universe know you are ready to receive this wisdom. As a chosen one, you walk a path that sets you apart, one filled with divine purpose but also profound challenges. The divine call on your life has made you different, and while this path brings purpose and fulfillment, it also opens doors to struggles many cannot fully understand. One of the most profound of these struggles is the unexpected attention you begin to receive from others, the very individuals who once doubted your worth or couldn't grasp the depth of your calling. Now, those same people are fixated on your every move, as though your journey holds a mystery they must uncover. This attention can be disorienting. It isn't merely curiosity, it can border on obsession. The ones who once overlooked you are now captivated by your success, by how you've managed to endure and even thrive through trials that were meant to break you. There's an undeniable energy about you now that draws others in, often crossing into unhealthy fascination. This obsession, especially from those who once had negative intentions, can be spiritually overwhelming. In the beginning, it may feel validating. After all, isn't this a sign that your journey is significant? Isn't this proof that you're on the right path? But be mindful, because this attention can quickly become toxic. It can make you question your true purpose, causing you to wonder if you're living for the right reasons, or if you've become nothing more than a spectacle. Their gaze, especially when they don't understand the depth of your divine calling, can distract you from your mission. The truth is, their obsession is not about you. It's about their own confusion and spiritual ignorance. Herein lies the true challenge for you, the chosen one. While others may project their own needs and misunderstandings onto your journey, remember, this path is personal and sacred. You were called by God, not for validation or approval from others, but to fulfill a divine purpose. The world may marvel at your success, but they cannot see the depths of your struggles, your sacrifices, or the intimate relationship you have with God. It's easy to be tempted to seek validation, especially when the attention feels intoxicating. But this distraction is part of the test. The ego may pull you towards recognition, but if you chase it, you'll stray from your true mission. You are not here to perform for others. You are here to fulfill your divine calling, one that is uniquely yours and entrusted to you by God. As you continue on your journey, you will encounter moments when the weight of this attention becomes unbearable. It will pull at your spirit and distract you from your inner peace. But remember, this is part of the experience of being chosen. When you are called to something greater, the world will gaze upon you with awe, fear, envy, and curiosity. They'll try to dissect your every move, but they will never truly understand the depths of your divine purpose unless they too open themselves to God's wisdom. This obsession others have with you is not born from a place of malice. It is a reflection of your light. The brighter you shine, the more attention you attract. The challenge, however, is not in the gaze itself, but in how you respond to it. The key is to stay rooted in your faith, grounded in your calling, and unwavering in your mission. Learn to discern the energy around you and protect yourself from distractions that don't align with your divine purpose. The greatest challenge often is not from others but from within. You may begin to doubt yourself, question your worth, or wonder if you owe others an explanation for your success. But remember, God has entrusted you with this mission for a reason, and no one else can walk it for you. When others become obsessed with your journey, it can feel as though they are trying to claim ownership over it. This confusion can make you feel like you need to explain your success or reveal your plans, but God's plan for you is yours alone. No one else is meant to fully understand it. In those moments of doubt, turn inward. Reconnect with your inner truth. What is God telling you? What does your soul whisper to you when the noise of the world fades away? You are not here to explain yourself to those who haven't been called to understand your path. Your mission is sacred, and only those who are meant to walk with you will understand its full nature. Protect your energy, stay focused on God's guidance, and trust in the divine design unfolding before you. Ultimately, this journey is not about external validation. It's about fulfilling your calling, embracing your light, and staying true to the divine purpose God has placed within you. As you grow and evolve, the obsession of others will fade, and what will remain is a deeper connection to your true self and your Creator. That is the greatest reward, the understanding that your purpose is not for the world to consume, but for you to live out faithfully and fully for God's glory. In those moments of intense attention, remember to stay grounded and connected to your path. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Your journey is sacred and uniquely yours, and as you walk it, you will inspire others to find and walk their own sacred paths. That is the true beauty of your divine purpose. As the chosen ones walk this path of divine purpose, the foundation of their journey is often tested in ways others cannot understand. The world watches, and not all eyes are filled with admiration. Some are filled with curiosity, some with envy, and some with a thirst to comprehend what they cannot. It is in these moments that your faith and connection to God become your greatest anchors. The deep, transformative process you are undergoing can sometimes feel isolating, especially when the world begins to obsess over the facets of your journey. This shift in perception from those around you, the unexpected attention that turns into an obsession, is not merely an external phenomenon, but one that calls for profound internal reflection. It's easy to get caught up in how others see you, in their obsession with your life, your choices, and your successes. Yet, at its core, this attention is a distraction, a test, a challenge that forces you to examine the depths of your own spiritual understanding. Are you secure in your mission? Are you anchored in your purpose? Or is this newfound gaze shifting your focus from the divine to the worldly? The challenge is to recognize that the external fixation on your life often has little to do with who you are, but more to do with what you represent. You may feel a sense of validation, a fleeting sense of accomplishment when the world turns its eyes upon you, but this is a passing recognition that is not meant to define you. The obsession others feel toward you is merely a projection of their own inner world, their own curiosity, and sometimes their own discomfort with the mysteries they cannot unravel. It is crucial to understand that your path, your calling, is not for their consumption. This understanding shifts the perspective from one of external validation to internal alignment. You have been chosen not to be understood by everyone, but to fulfill a purpose that has been divinely ordained for you. The more you walk this path, the more you will encounter individuals who are trying to piece together the puzzle of your life. Yet this puzzle was never meant to be solved by others. Your life is sacred, and your journey is uniquely yours, crafted by the hand of God for a purpose beyond human comprehension. The obsession others have with your life might lead you to question your worth, your success, and even your spiritual foundation. You may find yourself seeking approval, reassurance, or understanding from people who will never truly grasp the depth of your experiences. It is in these moments that you must turn inward, recalibrating your heart and mind. Your worth is not defined by the recognition of the world, nor by the opinions of those who gaze at you from the outside. You are more than the sum of their projections. The attention may feel intrusive, but it is in these moments that you are invited to reinforce your commitment to your true calling, to rise above the noise and remain rooted in your divine purpose. The question then becomes not about how to manage others' fascination, but how to safeguard your own spiritual clarity. There is a spiritual energy that is constantly flowing through you as the chosen one, and it is easy to become overwhelmed by the energies that others project onto you. This can cloud your judgment, distort your understanding of your mission, and distract you from your relationship with God. It is in these moments of pressure and attention that you must retreat inward, finding the peace and strength that can only be found through communion with the divine. The journey of the chosen one is not one of isolation, but one of profound connection with God. Your relationship with the divine is meant to transcend the fleeting attention of the world. When others obsess over your every move, it is easy to forget the most important element of your existence, the intimate and personal relationship you share with God. This relationship is what empowers you to fulfill your purpose. This connection is what sustains you when the world seems to close in, when the eyes of others seem too heavy, too consuming. It is only through God's guidance that you will find the clarity to move forward, to continue on your path without being swayed by external distractions. It's easy to get lost in the external noise, to become tempted by the desire for validation or recognition, but you must always return to the source, the Creator who called you into being, who set this journey before you. Your journey is not a performance. It is not a show for others to applaud or critique. It is a sacred mission, divinely orchestrated, and it is yours to walk with faith, purpose, and clarity. In these moments of reflection, consider the deeper lessons that are embedded in the attention and obsession others have with you. They are not solely about the external validation or recognition you may or may not receive. They are about the energy that you radiate and how others respond to it. Your light is shining brightly, and this light will attract attention. Some of it will be positive, but some of it will come from those who are not aligned with your spiritual frequency. When faced with such intensity, your greatest challenge is to remain aligned with your higher self, to continue walking with the guidance of God. The temptation to explain, to justify, or to give others access to your sacred space can be strong. But it is in these moments that you must discern where your energy is best placed, where your focus should remain. Your purpose is sacred, and only those who are meant to walk alongside you will truly understand your journey. As you walk through this journey of increasing attention and fascination, continue to nurture your spiritual connection. Remember, you are not here to perform for others, but to fulfill a divine mission that transcends the world's understanding. The obsession others have with you is not a reflection of your true self. It is a reflection of their own desires, questions, and projections. You are here to shine, to fulfill a divine purpose, and in doing so, you will inspire others to seek the light within themselves. The journey is yours, and yours alone, to walk. And as you do, you will continue to grow in faith, strength, and divine wisdom. The path of the chosen ones is not one that follows a clear and predictable course. As you walk through this journey, you may find that your steps are not always met with applause or recognition, but instead with perplexed gazes, skepticism, and, at times, even hostility. The world around you becomes increasingly aware of your presence, and yet, it is in these moments that the true depth of your spiritual strength is tested. The questions begin to arise, not just within yourself, but in the hearts and minds of those who look to you for answers. The people around you may wonder, who are you really? How did you get here? What is it that makes you different? And there lies the real question: what makes you different? You may have already begun to feel the weight of the spotlight, a pressure that grows as more and more eyes turn toward you. There's a shift in how you are seen by the world. What was once familiar now seems distorted. The fascination others have with your journey isn't just about the surface-level accomplishments you've achieved or the external success they perceive in you. There is something deeper, something more profound that they are yearning to understand. But do you fully understand it yourself? There's a part of you, deep down, that may still be questioning why this path was chosen for you. Why are you the one to carry such a weight? Why has God selected you for this divine mission, only to have the world's gaze turned so intently upon you? Are you equipped to carry this mantle, or are you simply a vessel for something far greater than you can comprehend at this moment? These doubts may echo in your heart, and they are not to be dismissed lightly. They are an essential part of the journey, a reminder that your path is not one of arrogance or self-congratulation, but one of divine purpose. As others begin to obsess over you and your journey, your sense of self may start to feel unmoored. The world's obsession with who you are and how you did it can feel like a constant reminder of your vulnerability. Yet, you may still find yourself wondering whether the attention is a test of your spirit, a call to dig deeper into your own truth, or a simple reflection of the energy you project. It's natural to feel uncertain, but this uncertainty is not a sign of weakness. It is a reminder that the true answer has yet to reveal itself. As the attention from others intensifies, you may begin to wonder whether you're supposed to share the depths of your journey with the world. How much should you open up? How much of your truth should be shared? These are questions that may continue to swirl in your mind as you navigate through the noise and distractions of those who are entranced by your life. But deep within, you know that there's a deeper truth at play, a truth that transcends their obsession. The question then becomes, what is the deeper message behind all of this? The world sees the surface, the image of success, the external milestones, the accolades. But what is happening beneath the surface? What is the spiritual transformation that continues to unfold within you? As others focus on the outward signs of your journey, they miss the deeper shifts that are occurring. The truth is, you are evolving in ways that go far beyond their understanding. But you may still be questioning the nature of your evolution. Are you changing for the better, or are you simply fulfilling the role that was assigned to you by God? This moment of intense scrutiny is not a coincidence. It is a part of the divine process, designed to draw out the truth, not just from within yourself, but from the world around you. The obsession others feel for your life is a reflection of their own spiritual hunger, their quest for meaning and purpose. They are looking to you as a mirror, seeking answers they may not even know how to ask. And in this, the question arises, what are you meant to show them? As you continue to walk this path, it's easy to become distracted by the noise, by the constant pull to explain yourself, to justify your choices, to prove your worth. But the deeper challenge is to maintain the focus on what truly matters: your relationship with God, your alignment with the divine purpose that has guided you thus far. It's in these moments of external distraction that the most critical question remains. Are you staying true to your mission? This spiritual tension, the pull between the external obsession and the internal knowing, is the very essence of your journey. You are being tested, not by the world's standards, but by divine standards. The trials you face are not meant to break you, but to refine you, to shape you into the vessel that can carry the light of God's purpose with grace and conviction. Yet, even as you know this in your heart, the weight of the world's gaze can feel overwhelming. It is in these moments that you must surrender to the process, to trust that God's hand is guiding you, even if the path ahead remains shrouded in mystery. There are moments when the pressure of others' obsession with your life may make you question your own clarity. Are you still connected to the divine source that called you into this purpose? Or are you becoming distracted by the expectations of the world? In the midst of all of this, You must hold on to the truth that your journey is a sacred one. The world may never fully understand it, and that is okay. The question you must now ask yourself is not whether others are satisfied with your path, but whether you, in your deepest essence, are walking in alignment with your divine calling. As the external noise continues to rise, your focus must remain on the quiet, inner voice of God that guides you. The next step of your journey, the revelation that will bring you clarity, is approaching. And while the answers may not yet be clear, know that they will come. But for now, the tension builds, the questions remain, and you are left to reflect on the sacred path you are walking, ready for the answers that will unfold. You've walked a path that few truly understand. You've felt the weight of being observed, not for the surface-level things, the accolades, the achievements, but for something deeper, something others can't quite put their finger on. The world has turned its eyes to you, questioning, wondering, even obsessing over your every step. What makes you different? Why are you the one to walk this road? And through all this, there has been the pull, the spiritual tension between the external noise and the internal truth, a tension that has been rising as you navigate through your divine mission. But now, as this journey reaches its turning point, the answers you've been seeking, the clarity you've longed for, are about to unfold before you. You are not here by accident. You are not walking this path for no reason. Your life has been designed by the hand of God, intricately woven with purpose and divine intention. And yet, the very essence of this journey has always been more than you could have understood at the time it began. As you have ascended to this moment, you've faced many questions about who you are, why you're here, and what the true meaning behind this all is. But there has been something else underneath it all, something you've been missing, something that has been unfolding within you all along. In your quest for answers, you may have sought validation from others. The world may have looked at you and tried to fit you into boxes, trying to label your journey, your successes, your struggles. You've felt the obsession from the outside world as they searched for a reason why you are who you are, why you've made it this far. But the truth that they are unable to see, is that you were never meant to be understood by others in the way they expect. The essence of who you are cannot be confined to the limitations of human perception. You are a vessel of divine purpose, created for something far greater than the world's standards or expectations. Now you may be wondering, what does this mean? You've likely questioned the intensity of your journey, the weight of the responsibility, the constant scrutiny, the feeling of being stretched beyond what you thought you could bear. The truth is, this is not a test of your strength, your abilities, or even your willpower. This is a test of your faith. It is a test of your ability to trust in the divine plan that has been laid before you. This journey was never about you proving anything to anyone else. It was always about you surrendering to God's will and allowing His purpose to unfold through you. This, then, is the key spiritual revelation. Your true power lies not in your ability to control the outcome, but in your willingness to surrender to the divine process that is unfolding in your life. The path you're on is one that has been ordained, and every step you take, every challenge you face, every moment of doubt, is part of a greater story that only God truly understands. And while you may not always see the way forward, you can rest assured that the steps you're taking are not in vain. You may be thinking, but why me? Why was I chosen for this path? This question has echoed through your heart for some time, hasn't it? You've felt the weight of responsibility pressing down on you. You've felt the uncertainty and the fear of failure. And yet all along, God has been preparing you for something that you could never have anticipated. The struggles, the trials, the challenges you faced, they were never meant to break you. They were meant to refine you, to make you into a vessel capable of carrying the divine light that the world so desperately needs. You see, this journey is not just about you. It's about the people you will touch, the lives you will change, the light you will bring into the darkness. The obsession others have with you is not about the external aspects of your life. It is a reflection of their own spiritual hunger, their own desire for meaning and purpose, and you, the chosen one, are the vessel through which that meaning will be revealed. The journey you are on is not a solitary one. Every step you take, every choice you make, has a ripple effect on the world around you. But even as you stand on the precipice of this understanding, there may still be a part of you that wonders, how will I know if I'm on the right path? How will I know if I'm truly fulfilling my divine purpose? The answer is simpler than you may think. You will know by the peace that resides in your heart, by the stillness that comes when you surrender to God's will. It is not about achieving external success, recognition, or validation. It is about staying true to the calling that has been placed on your life, trusting that God is leading you step by step toward the fulfillment of your purpose. The questions that have lingered in your mind, who am I, why am I here, are important, but they are not the full story. The true question, the one that will bring you peace and clarity, is, am I walking in alignment with God's will? The moment you align yourself fully with His purpose, you will find that the struggles, the doubts, and the challenges you've faced become less burdensome. You will begin to see that everything has been part of the divine plan, and the answers you seek will begin to unfold in ways you never imagined. The divine process is not always a smooth one. It is not always clear, but that is where your faith comes in. The chosen ones are not called to walk the easy path. They are called to walk the difficult one, the one that requires them to trust when they cannot see the way forward, to believe when the world doubts them. And as you walk this path, remember that you are never alone. God's hand is guiding you, even in the moments when you cannot see it. Every challenge you face is part of the refining process, part of the preparation for the greater purpose that awaits you. In these moments of uncertainty, when the world's obsession with you feels overwhelming, remember that you are not meant to prove anything to anyone. Your journey is not about external validation. It is about surrendering to God's plan and allowing Him to work through you in ways that transcend human understanding. As you do so, the peace you seek will come, and you will find yourself standing in the fulfillment of the divine purpose that has been set before you. You are the chosen one. You were selected not because of your own greatness, but because of God's greatness working through you. And while the world may never fully understand the depths of your journey, that is not your concern. Your concern is to stay true to the path He has laid before you, to walk in faith, and to trust that, in the end, all will be revealed. And when it is, the answers will bring not only clarity, but peace, fulfillment, and the deep satisfaction of knowing that you have walked in alignment with your divine purpose. The time has come for the revelation you've been seeking. It is not found in the eyes of others, but in the stillness of your own heart, where God's voice whispers, "Well done, my chosen one." Trust in this journey, for it is leading you exactly where you need to go, and when you arrive, you will know, without a doubt, that it was all worth it. Now that you've arrived at this moment of understanding, where the world's obsession with you seems to make sense in a deeper way, you may find yourself at a crossroads. This is where many of the chosen ones feel both a pull and a push toward the unknown, toward the divine purpose that has always been just beyond the surface of your life. You've felt the weight of this moment, the eyes of the world on you, but now it's time to ask, what's next? How do you use what you've learned so far to propel yourself forward into the fullness of your divine calling? The truth is that the world's obsession with you is not a passing moment. It is a reflection of something far deeper at work. The chosen ones are not just people who rise to the top of their fields. They are people through whom God's light shines in ways that awaken others. This isn't just about being noticed or admired. It's about being a beacon, someone who shows the way not by force, but by the divine alignment of your actions, your energy, and your truth. The world may look at you with wonder, but it's not your job to explain yourself to them. It is your job to continue walking in faith, trusting that the path ahead is being laid by God, even when you can't see the next step. The journey that has brought you here, The recognition, the struggle, the feeling of being both seen and misunderstood is not an anomaly. It is the process of transformation, both internally and externally. You have been shaped, pruned, and prepared for something greater than what you can yet fully understand. The questions of who you are and how you did it are not meant to distract you from your mission. They are meant to keep you grounded in the knowledge that there is more to this story. You are not the center of the story. God is. And as you move forward, your job is to continue walking in alignment with His will, with your heart set on His greater purpose for your life. This journey is one of evolution, not perfection. You will face new challenges, but they won't be the same challenges you've faced before. The stakes are higher now. As the world continues to observe, so too will new responsibilities unfold before you. The light you carry is now brighter, and with that brightness comes the responsibility to guide others, not with your words alone, but with your actions, your integrity, and your example. So, how do you walk this path forward? How do you continue to build on the foundation you've established, knowing that others are now watching and waiting for you to slip, to falter? The answer lies not in striving for perfection, but in surrendering to the process of becoming. You are always evolving, always learning, always growing, and your journey is not defined by the opinions or expectations of others. It is defined by the continuous flow of God's presence in your life. Every decision, every step you take is part of His divine plan, whether you understand it or not. You are called to be a living testimony to God's grace and power. This means that every trial, every success, every moment of joy or despair is an opportunity for you to reflect His glory. The more you embrace this truth, the more you will notice how the world begins to shift around you. People will be drawn to you, not because of anything you have personally accomplished, but because of the light you radiate, a light that comes only from walking in close relationship with God. With each step forward, remember that you are not walking this path alone. God's hand is upon you, and His Spirit is guiding you every moment. The obstacles that may seem insurmountable are simply opportunities for you to demonstrate the power of faith. As the world watches, they are not just looking for proof of your success. They are looking for something much deeper, a glimpse of the divine, a reflection of God's goodness, a spark of hope in a world that often feels dark. But as you walk this path, there will be moments of doubt. There will be times when you question whether you are truly equipped for what lies ahead. These doubts are natural, and they are a part of the process. But they are also the moments that bring you closer to God. It is in those moments of uncertainty that you must lean into His presence, trusting that He will provide everything you need. He has not brought you this far to abandon you now. He is with you always, and His purpose for your life will never fail. The path ahead is one of deeper surrender. It is about allowing God to work through you in ways you may never fully understand. Your journey will not always look the way you expect. There will be detours, roadblocks, and moments of pause, but these are not signs that you are off course. They are simply moments where God is preparing you for the next step. Trust in the process. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, is leading you to something greater. As you move forward, keep your eyes fixed on God and not on the world's expectations or opinions. The world may continue to obsess over who you are and how you did it, but you must remember that you are not here to please them. You are here to fulfill the divine purpose that has been placed upon your life. The more you walk in alignment with that purpose, the more you will see the world transform around you. Your life will become a beacon of hope for others, a testament to the power of faith, and a reminder that God's plan is always greater than anything we could imagine. So, as you continue forward, embrace this journey with confidence and courage. Trust that God is leading you every step of the way. Let go of the need for external validation and focus instead on the divine validation that comes from living a life aligned with His will. The world may be obsessed with who you are, but you know the truth. It's not about you. It's about God working through you to bring light into a world that needs it. Keep moving forward, and remember, His hand is upon you, and nothing will stand in the way of His purpose for your life. Heavenly Father, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude and anticipation, knowing that you have chosen each one of us for a purpose greater than we can fully comprehend. We ask for your continued guidance as we walk this path, surrounded by the world's gaze and the weight of our calling. Strengthen us, O Lord, with the courage to remain steadfast in your will, no matter the pressure from those who wonder how we got here and where we are going. Help us to remember that it is your light within us that draws attention, not our own. May we reflect your love, your grace, and your wisdom in all we do. Father, grant us clarity in every step forward. Help us to see the beauty of the journey you have set before us, even when the road is unclear or challenging. May we walk in faith, knowing that your hand is upon us, guiding us even when we can't see the next step. Let us trust in your divine plan, believing that each trial and triumph is part of your greater purpose for our lives. Surround us with your peace and fill us with the confidence that you will never leave us or forsake us. We pray for strength to stay focused on our divine calling, to continue to shine as beacons of hope and truth for those who are watching, waiting, and needing to see the light of God in the world today. Lord, we thank you for the calling you have placed on our lives and for the clarity you provide. We ask that your presence remain with us as we move forward, that we may always walk in alignment with your will. May we be a living testimony to your goodness and a source of encouragement to others. We place our trust in you, knowing that you are leading us to greatness, not for our own glory, but for the fulfillment of your kingdom on earth. In your mighty name we pray. Amen. As you walk this path, remember that you are never alone. The journey of the chosen ones is one of transformation, both for you and for those you encounter. Your story is not just yours to carry, it's a story that will inspire, uplift, and guide others toward the divine truth of God's love and purpose. So keep moving forward, with your eyes fixed on God and your heart aligned with His will. If you felt empowered by this message, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and become part of the Chosen Ones family. Here, we continue to support one another, share wisdom, and grow together in faith. Like this video, share it with others who need to hear this truth, and let us all walk forward with boldness, knowing that God's light shines through us. Join the community, connect with others on this same journey, and let's make a difference together. The world may be obsessed with who you are, but remember, it's about God working through you. Keep walking in His light and let your story be a testimony of His grace. If this message touched your heart and you'd like to support the Chosen Ones community, consider donating to our Ko-fi. Your contribution helps us continue to create spiritually enriching content for you and others on the sacred path. Every donation helps sustain this community, allowing us to bring more inspiring messages and resources that encourage growth, faith, and purpose. Together, we can walk this journey, lifting each other up as we move toward our divine calling. Thank you for being part of this sacred journey and for supporting the channel in this meaningful way.